I stood frozen in the doorway of our rented beach house, grocery bag slipping from my numb fingers. Eggs smashed across the hardwood floor with a sickening crack. Well, neither of them hurt a thing. My wife Claire was wrapped in my Tom's arms, kissing him like she hadn't kissed me in years. Her fingers twisted in his hair. His hands gripped her waist with a familiarity that punched straight through my chest. This wasn't a stolen moment. This was routine. This was years of practice. It was supposed to be our perfect 35th anniversary. Weekend in Hilton Head. Just the four of us, me, Claire, her sister Margaret, and Tom. Beach walks, good wine, laughter. 35 years of what I thought was a rock-solid marriage. I'd only run out for 20 minutes to grab steaks for dinner. 20 minutes! That's all it took for my entire world to burn down. I backed out silently. Heart slamming so hard I could taste metal in my throat. The ocean breeze that had felt romantic an hour earlier now mocked me, carrying Claire's soft laugh through the open window, the same laugh I'd fallen in love with when we were barely 20. I sat in my car gripping the steering wheel until my knuckles turned white. My phone buzzed. A text from our son Nathan. Hope you and Mom are having the best time. Love you both. How do you tell your grown son that his mother, the woman who raised him, cheered at every game, answered every late-night call, was sleeping with his uncle? How do you explain that the man he called Uncle Tom his whole life had just destroyed 2 families in one afternoon? I couldn't burst in and scream. Claire was clever. Tom was a lawyer. They'd twist it, gaslight me, make me look crazy. I needed proof. I called Nathan. Son, I need you to trust me. Bring one of those hidden security cameras you installed last year. Come tonight. Don't tell your mom. Don't tell Emma. Just come. 3 hours later he was there, parking down the street like a spy. I told him everything in the dark. I watched my gentle son's face turn from shock to ice-cold fury. That night we turned the beach house into a trap. One tiny camera in the living room, one behind the coffee maker in the kitchen, one in the hallway watching the bedroom doors. Nathan showed me how to watch the feeds on my phone. Squeezed my shoulder and whispered, "You're not doing this alone, Dad." I went back inside and played the perfect husband. Claire hummed while putting away the groceries she'd cleaned. Up. She kissed my cheek like nothing had happened. I smiled. I laughed at Tom's jokes. I held Claire's hand during sunset drinks on the deck. Every touch felt like fire on my skin. But at 2:07 a.m. my phone lit up under the covers. Tom slipped out of the guest room. Minutes later Claire whispered, "Just getting water," and left our bed. I watched on the live feed as they met in the kitchen. Watched him pull her close. Watched her kiss him like she used to kiss me when we were young and the future felt endless. This wasn't new. This was comfortable. This was 2 years of secret hotel rooms, secret texts, secret bank account. I recorded every second. The next morning we met at a coffee shop. Nathan's eyes were red. 2 years, Dad? 2 damn years. Our private investigator, Sarah Chun, delivered more every week. Phone records, hotel receipts, photos of them holding hands in Asheville, kissing outside hotels in Charleston. And then the worst part, a joint bank account they'd been filling. For 18 months, they were planning to leave. After Rebecca's wedding, they were going to disappear together. We waited. 6 weeks of smiling, pretending, playing the perfect couples while the knives stayed hidden. Rebecca's wedding day was perfect garden ceremony. 200 guests, fairy lights, everything. Claire cried during the vows. Tom gave a toast about love and loyalty that made me want to laugh and vomit at the same time. Then Margaret stood up, took the microphone, and spoke the words that ended 2 marriages in front of everyone we knew. Most of you think my husband Tom and my sister Claire are good, honest people. They're not. For the past 2 years they've been having an affair. The room gasped. I walked forward with the thumb drive and played everything on the big screen. Texts, photos, receipts, the secret bank account. 200 people watched. Claire and Tom's secret life explode in high definition. Claire tried to run. I blocked the door. "You're going to sit here and face what you did?" Tom's face turned gray. Claire sobbed. Margaret's voice never shook once. By Monday, the divorce papers were served. Tom lost his job at the law firm. Claire lost every friend we'd ever had. They ended up together in a tiny apartment in Florida, far from everyone who once loved them. Last I heard they were miserable. The forbidden romance couldn't survive in daylight. Margaret and I became unlikely best friends. We go to therapy. Compare notes on bad days, and laugh about how the betrayals somehow made us stronger. Nathan stood by me like a rock. When he finally asked if I wanted a DNA test, I told him the truth. You're my son. Blood never mattered. You showed up. When everything fell apart, that's what makes you mine. 2 years later, I sold my business, bought a small cabin in the mountains, and learned how to cook more than just steaks. I hike every morning. I read. I breathe, Nathan called last week, voice full of joy. Emma's pregnant again. If it's a boy, we want to name him after you. I sat on my porch watching the sunset paint the mountains gold and purple, raised a glass to the empty chair beside me, and whispered to the quiet sky, here's to new beginnings. Here's to truth. Here's to the family that stayed. For the first time in 3 years, the silence felt like peace instead of pain.